Every retro gamer knows you don't quit until you've run out of quarters. And that's why I'm proud to announce that Old Schooled is back once again to test your mettle in the games of yesterday. I've teamed up with that game store to create a new competition that I feel is going to be a lot of fun for everyone involved. The Old Schooled League. The Old Schooled League is a lot like the old tournaments, but it's spread out over time instead of on just one day. This allows us to maximize your playtime at events, and also we can do challenges that were too long for the original tournament. This also means we'll be getting rid of the 5-minute time limit on every game. This means we'll be able to do genres we've never done in Old School before. For example, you can expect to see adventure and RPG games appearing in Old School in the future. I won't be going over the entire structure of the league right now. If you'd like to see that, go to furluge.com/oldschooled. But the short version is that the league is divided into 3 rounds: beginner, intermediate, and expert. In the beginner round, everyone is free to join, and we actually take new entries up until the end of the beginner round. At the end of the beginner round, the bottom half of players are eliminated. In the intermediate round, the challenges are harder, and only the top 2 players advance from this round. The expert round is where we crown the winner for each season, and that's where you'll see all the versus games appear. Now that you know what the league's about, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the games we'll be playing for the first season of the Old School League. The first game in the beginner round is the Sega classic from 1994, Sonic & Knuckles. This one's a progress challenge. You'll have an hour to progress as far as you can in the game with no continues. The second challenge is the arcade hit Miss Pac-Man from 1982. In this challenge, your job is to get the highest score that you possibly can. The third challenge is the NES version of the 1984 game Star Force. Your goal in this vertical shooter challenge is to get the highest score you possibly can. And the final challenge in the beginner round is the SNES classic from 1991, A Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. In this challenge, it's going to be a time trial to get the green pendant as fast as you can from the East Palace. Everyone's going to be starting from a safe state, so everyone will have an equal starting point in this challenge. The first challenge in the intermediate round is Metal Storm on the NES. Released in 1992, your challenge in this game is to progress as far as you can with infinite continues with a 1-hour time limit. The second challenge in the intermediate round is the infamous Battletoads, released in 1991 for the NES. Progress as far as you can on one set of lives. Because of the difficulty of this challenge, and I expect everyone's just going to die in the hoverbike level, I'm going to be breaking the ties on your progress with your high scores, so make sure you're getting a lot of points while you're racking up your progress. The third challenge is the 1987 Run and Gun classic Contra for the NES. In this challenge, your goal is to get the highest score you possibly can. And by the way, we're going to let you use the Konami code. The fourth challenge in the intermediate round comes to us from 1986 in the form of NES's Metroid. For Metroid, we'll be doing a time trial to see who can get an item the fastest. The item you get doesn't matter, however, it cannot be energy, missiles, those are the pickups you see from enemies. It can't be energy tanks, missile packs, the morph ball, or bombs. The first head-to-head challenge in the expert round is the 1982 game Joust for the arcades. While this game isn't meant to be player versus player, it might as well be. Our player is going to be competing for the highest score, and they're going to be sabotaging each other every step of the way. Our second challenge is General Chaos for the Genesis, released in 1994. For this challenge, our players are going to be competing in head-to-head mode. Whoever wins the campaign wins this challenge. General Chaos is described as an arcade RTS game, so you're going to want to study up on this one before you take part in this challenge. The third challenge is Super Bomberman 2 for the SNES, released in 1995 in North America. Victory will be awarded to the player who wins the best 3 of 5 in the battle mode in this game. If we get to it, the fourth challenge will be a game that's been highly requested from 1994 on the Genesis, Micro Machines 2 by Codemasters. Whichever player comes out on top in the tournament mode will gain victory for this challenge. If after all those challenges we still don't have a winner, ultimate victory will be decided by the 1991 arcade mega hit Street Fighter II: The World Warrior. Victory in this challenge will go to the player who can win a best 3 of 5 matches. In addition, each player cannot pick the same character twice between each match, and Ken and Ryu do count as the same character for this purpose. And those are the games for Season 1 of the Old Schooled League. I hope you'll be joining us this season, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me at furluge@furluge.com, and if you'd like to join, remember to head over to furluge.com/oldschooled. Thanks for watching, everyone.